Okay, so I'm going to talk about, I guess, a little bit of what I'm going through. Anyway, but mainly this is going to be a try-on video of some stuff. So let's get to it. This is from LA Colors. They came out with this is just today. I saw this at my location. LA Colors Sculpting Duo. So one is like a bronzer and the other one's highlighter. So I'm going to try these. Then there's these two. I've heard good things about these from LA Colors shadow sticks. So it's in the shade Cruising, is like the gold champagne one, and they have a white one called Intuition. So this one is Cruising, the gold, beigey kind of color. The white is Intuition. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that is about it for the new stuff. I grabbed one other thing, but I guess not. It's a shame. It looked nice. I remember it. Maybe next time. Anyway, this LA Colors Shimmer eyeshadow, and I don't know, but it comes in the same carton looking thing, like rectangular looking thing as this. So I'm going to use half of my face, the Maybelline Fit Me. This is not Dollar Tree, but it's just the most like stable, reliable foundation I know of. I should get brushes. Second. Grabbed way too many, too much. Okay, so I'll just do it on this side. Just to see if those items, if there's a difference when it comes to the bronzer and the highlight. If there's a difference with / without foundation. Okay, I have to blend it a bit more. Find a mirror. Yeah, that looks decently blended. Okay. So then we'll try the shadow stick first and Cruising. So I'll just do this one. Oh, that's nice. It's not bad for a stick. $1 something. I feel like I should have just left this area for the white one, but the over. Only thing is that it's not blending the best. You can make it work, but it takes a little bit of time. So the more you blend, also the less intense it becomes. You see the difference between this is more sheer versus this. Okay. not mad for $1 something. Let's see, do these are not, these are retractable, so they're not sharpenable. So get about this much. Looks very high end for LA Colors. They did a great job with packaging, even the duos. Can you tell a difference? Yeah, you can. I love how intense these are. Like, you barely have to do anything. Very natural eye look. These are great for $1 something. Trying to get this to really stand out. Relative to the rest of the eye. So let me go back in with this. I think the gold has kind of left this eyelid. This eyelid looks better, but that one you can see both colors. So this is kind of like a white. Trying to see if it has a. They don't look that great swatch, but on the eye they look much better. Let's see. Yeah, it's a nice consistency. It's a little bit, it looks a little bit powdery, kind of dusty in real life, but it's not horrible. I think just blending it is the key. Now they have these pigments that I heard you need to wet them. To make them really stand out. And when you wet them, they do look stunning. That's what I've seen online. So I'm gonna try. I was gonna talk about what's going on in my life, but it's just hard to focus on both. Excuse me. So is this? Anyway, it's very light. By itself. So I'll do it without wetting on this eye first, and then we'll wet on the other side. So you get a very light coloring. Now I'm going to get a brush and wet it. A difference? I don't know. it's not really. I do not like this brush it comes with. Try to wet it a bit more. Much better. Still feel like it's not as intense as what I see online though. But you can tell a big difference between this and this. I think this is more of a matte shade. Thought I would see more glitter, but yeah, so definitely the pigment is much more intense with water. I call this shimmer loose. So, then this is from Dollar Tree, Simply Ageless Hydrating Serum Concealer. It's a little dark for me, but yeah, the shade range isn't that great on this. See the difference? It's buildable, but it's definitely a thinner. Doesn't cover that much. But you can get it to cover some. This is without, no concealer with, although this has a bit of fallout. We'll see if it has fallout. This is the third layer. Three and a half, let's say. See how there's still some darkness? You can see here. So then duos. This didn't get glowy. They had a few shades, and the bronzer and highlighter Sculpting duo. And this side had foundation, this one does not, so we'll see if there's a difference. Let's see. For some reason, I thought there would be more. Like, this is a very matte lilac. I just looked in the mirror. I thought this would have different colors and like some silver and stuff like that. So I'm not really a fan of the eye look just because I feel like the colors don't match well together, but anyway, I do not know how you're meant to use this. Oh, does this? No. I guess maybe just, this does not have a divider. like most cream highlights, it will have a cover. When you have these duos, there's no cover on any of this. Like no cover on this section and no cover on the bottom. So I just did the cream. It's a nice cream. It's light. Got 2 layers of each. And then see the powder. That stepped it up. So yeah, I definitely see highlight. I feel like this would be a good, if you make it a little bit more subtle, it would be a good going to work or natural highlight. Okay, it really does feel quite sleek and lightweight. I feel like I'm holding nothing, but it feels sleek, fancy. I feel fancy. Okay. So this is in So Sculpted, the bronzer one. And then that will be it with the new stuff, and I'll see if I'll just add more with my own stuff, or we just leave it at this. Now I'm like, do I want to really talk about my life? Not really. Maybe that's too sensitive. Don't need to share everything online. I kind of do. Okay. Basically exact packaging, I think. Yeah, this doesn't have. I don't know, they have this shade and another shade, and I wasn't sure what would be the right match. Like, I felt like the powder was too light on the other shade. You need to do better with the shading. Like, I feel like the colors don't go together. They're not meant for a single face. Like, they're 2 different tones. They give you, for instance, in this one, a very dark cream bronzer, and they give you maybe I should have gone for the lighter one. I don't know. Well, this is what we have, so. Okay, so far hardly no color with that cream. Decent amount. Now I see it. I feel like you really have to grab a lot. I'm assuming you can use both of these as bronzer. I don't know. This says Sculpt. Maybe this is not the right brush. Not really liking this too much. Just feel like it looks a mess. I kind of like how sharp the color looks, but I feel like the tone is off. Maybe I should have gone with the lighter one. Now I'm going in with the bottom one. Yeah, the bottom one makes more sense as a bronzer. I think the top is as a contour. I don't know. I tried to grab a sponge or something to blend this out more because the brush is not really doing it. Excuse me. So in real life, it's looking, especially with no lighting, it's looking very dark. I don't know, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. It just takes work. The highlight is much easier, quicker. I think there are better bronzers and contours out there. Easier, quicker. Question is, are you willing to spend the money? It's not bad. It just takes time. That's a bit better. Can't really tell because of the lighting, but that looks a bit better in real life. Yeah. I like the side with foundation better. My skin just looks smoother. The pores aren't as large. This, it's like you can see every dot, every pore, every zit. So the highlight also shows better on this side in real life. Yeah, I would say this is definitely better with foundation. Both of them, the highlight and the bronzer. Okay, so I guess I can just do I have a nice lip oil, but for now we'll just do this one from e.l.f. Their Glow Reviver, Melting Balm, and Yummy Gummy. Okay. Just do this LA Colors brow pencil. It's kind of hard to find at Dollar Tree, but if you can find it. Oh shoot, it broke off. Well, it's real life. We might just brush them and that's it. I think that looks actually fine. I feel like more could be done on the eyes. This Revolution Beauty Icon, Enchanted Icon. It's very used. Now this, if you want glitter, this is what you go for glitter. Hello. Two eyes technically have different things on them, but we're just gonna try to make this look similar. Let me see if this will work. Kind of. At least more similar. Kind of, not really. A little bit of gold. Highlighter. This LA Colors eyeliner. It's black color. I tried a more black eyeliner, but like I could not see when I was doing that. Okay. Then let's see if we could use the bronzer powder as eyeshadow. We'll try. You can. Blush. Like Sweet Cheeks. I don't even know if this goes with everything this color. Does it? Can't even see. There you go. There you go. A little better. Anyway, this is the final look. Minus the eyes are not that great. Because we didn't really choose good colors that work together, but this is the colors they had. If I can fix this. That's better. I think those eyes look better now. Yeah. Could do some brown underneath. So for the eyes, I used the shadow sticks, and then also used several colors from here. So that is the finished look. Comment below, tell me how you like it. Be nice. But yeah, so my overall feelings about the new stuff, the Dollar Tree new stuff. So that was the Sculpt Duos. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's okay, but I think there's better. The highlight, I feel I like better. That I think was quite nice for $1 something. Although I do feel like the highlight is not as visible as it was originally. I feel like it kind of died down. So if you can afford it, I would get both of these. Otherwise, just the highlight. And then the sticks are nice. I think they're worth $1 something. You just need to find the time to blend. If you don't mind blending and working with this a little bit, it's a really nice eyeshadow stick, this LA Colors formula. Now I'm thinking maybe you do have to sharpen these. I don't know. No, maybe not. Maybe not. And this, I just wish you did not have to wet it. I wish it was, even with wetting it, it was a little bit lackluster. So this, not a big fan of, but it's okay. You can make it work. So those are my thoughts on those few items. And I used all of those items on my face now. This half with foundation, this half no foundation. So that is the finished look. And I will see you guys when I see you.